First at 6, 2 police officers facing discipline for their actions in this video that's been shared across social media. A man being forcefully restrained in a KCK Walmart. Witnesses telling KSHB 41 it was over a frozen pizza.
I didn't want to see him get hurt anymore. And the more I said that, the more he got hurt.
One of the officers was actually off duty at the time.
Tonight, KCK police say another officer used techniques not approved nor trained by the department. We'll have more on that in a bit.
But first, let's get right to KSHB 41 reporter Alyssa Jackson. Alyssa, I understand you talked with the man in the video. What do you have to say?
I did, Kevin. He told me he went inside to get a pizza when an officer asked him if he had a receipt. After he told him he did, he was pinned to the ground, saying he didn't pay for it. Dayton Borisouth is seen in this video waving his receipt after an officer pinned him to the ground after accusing him of stealing. It started with one off-duty officer, then 2 KCK police officers came to assist. What was going through your head in that moment?
A lot. First off, when his knee was on my neck, that was scary right there. All I could think of was George Floyd, and if I was ever gonna get to see my baby boy. My wife's pregnant with a boy. So that scared me. I don't scream like that.
Borisouth thinks there's a reason it happened to him.
Maybe because I'm Asian, I was shirtless and I got blue hair, you know? I mean, I guess that fits the description. Like, I just dyed my hair blue because I'm having a boy.
This interaction caught on video is something Borisouth says he's seen time and time again, but he never thought it would be him.
I see a lot of cop videos and videos where you don't know who's right and who's wrong in these videos, but you'll hear the cops saying, "Stop resisting, stop resisting, stop resisting." They're yelling it. When I was like this and that cop grabbed my nose and said, "I'm gonna break your nose if you don't put your hands behind your back," I immediately stopped resisting.
Officers didn't stop and look at Borisouth's receipt until it was all over.
They kept like grabbing my hair and my neck and slamming my face onto that dirty floor. So I, out of reflex, put my hands like this. I'm trying to like save my head from being smashed into the concrete or the floor. And he reaches in, because they're coming at me aggressively. He reaches his hand like in here, grabs my nose, and you can hear in the video, he says, "Put your hands behind your back or I'm gonna break your nose."
An officer's knees stayed on his back for 32 seconds after he was handcuffed.
There's a lot of stuff running through my mind, what I wanted to do to the cops, but stopped myself from doing that.
Now he says he's dealing with a wrist injury from the incident.
I tried to lift myself up off of bed when my alarm went up, and I just dropped with my right arm because I couldn't hold my weight. And I was just like, what's wrong with my wrist? And I had to go to the hospital.
The officers have been disciplined and the charges against Borisouth dropped, but he knew he never did anything wrong.
I don't do his job, and I know most of my rights.
Not even an hour after we spoke with Dayton Borisouth, his charges were dropped. I talked to his family on the phone maybe half an hour ago, and they say this should have never happened, and they will be pursuing legal action. Kevin.